From the Crush Studio in sunny Florida, this is the Disney Crush podcast. And now your two tempests in a teacup, Dave and Toni-Ann.
We're live. We're live on the Disney Crush podcast Tuesday night live stream. You'll see a lot of familiar faces on the screen. We are going to talk about the Grand Geekin Glory that starts technically next Wednesday night, but next Thursday at Animal Kingdom. And we are going to talk about all the festivities that are going to happen at the fourth annual Grand Geekin Gathering 2023. I'm going to play the intro just so I can give Samantha a minute to try to figure out what's wrong with her microphone. Welcome to the Tuesday night Disney Crush live stream. We have special guests with us to talk about the Grand Geekin Gathering 2023. We have Samantha, who's trying to get on too, but you might recognize some of these faces. Of course, we have Mr. Curt Stone of the Geekin on Walt Disney World podcast. This is his meetup, but we're going to talk about it because a lot of our friends are going too. And we usually do this before the meetup so people know what to expect next week. So Curt was nice enough to come on and we're going to share what the plans are, right?
Absolutely. I'm going to follow your lead.
Okay. You're very excited about this though, because you've got a big, long trip.
Yes. Margita and I are really excited because she had a rough go of it last year. She got sick, and she's been talking about this one and changing plans. As a matter of fact, she was just saying today, if there's some kind of weather coming Sunday.
Oh, really?
And if Southwest gives us a window to leave Saturday, we're going to leave Saturday even.
Oh, cool. Even extending your trip more. Judy loves it. Judy loves it. Let's see if Samantha's sound is working. Let's see. We're going to bring her on. Samantha, is that better?
I can hear you.
I can hear you too. So that's good. That's good. We're in a better place than we were. So we've got Samantha Kuhn, who is one of the key planners, and Rebecca Rudin, who's working on the restaurant reservations. Judy Ludwig, who's working on prizes, and she's also been helping out with the restaurant reservations. It's a team effort. And Veronica is here to represent the Quest for Geekin Glory, which is a game that we are playing on Sunday. And this is the first time we're doing it in a park. So we're going to see how it goes. But Curt, Dave?
Just one. Hang on a second.
I was about to just do that.
Just want to make sure that it's my birthday. You still have time to wish me a happy birthday if you want. So just, okay.
I was just about to do that. And if you wait until midnight, you could wish Judy a happy birthday because tomorrow's Judy's birthday.
Oh, wow.
So that is true.
If you do it at 11:59, maybe you could straddle it and do both at once.
Okay, we'll wish each other happy birthday.
You can wear birthday buttons next week and get cupcakes.
Oh, yeah. Except Dave's not eating cupcakes right now.
Happy birthday, Dave. And Judy.
Thank you.
So, Curt, can you tell us a little bit about how the Grand Geekin Gathering got its name and its start?
A lot of these things happen organically, so you would ask me that. I think we got to give credit to Kevin Curtis Allen. Does everyone say yes?
Yes, I think so.
I know the first kind of bigger meetup. So Dave, I know, was at like my first.
Who's Kevin?
There was like 25 people at the Nomad Lounge. Dave was there. Dave and I.
Yeah.
I think Dave didn't we meet that? That was our first time we met too.
I think yes, it was in person. Yes.
Yeah. That might have been the year. That might have been 2018. I'm just guessing, but
I think so.
How did G3 start? I don't know. How did it?
I think everybody wanted to go meet Kevin in 2019.
Well, Kevin hadn't been for a long time too. That was really in 2019. That was a trip that was pretty monumental for him. He's pretty important to my podcast.
Absolutely.
One of the early adopters. And I always say Kevin took me, it was kind of fun being a podcaster, having someone from an exotic place like the Isle of Wight.
Exotic.
At least I thought that's what it was.
Yeah, look how exotic he looks.
And then he would take me on long walks along the beach with Facebook video and stuff. But Kevin and I were really active the first year of my podcasting. And then he went through that rough time with breaking his leg.
Right.
Really nastily. And I just think tracking when he was going is what the catalyst was, and a lot of organic chatter with the community of what could we call this thing? I mean, I was more, so Glenn's taking,
of course, Glenn has to take credit
for G3. I kind of wanted personally, I wanted the,
so this is where reunion. G3 came from, plus some girl in the middle.
If I had it my way, it would have been the Grand Geekin, or the Geekin family reunion would have been. Right.
You've been trying to change it to the Geekin family reunion. You slipped that in there.
I did it on my podcast this week. Yeah. I said something about the Geekin family reunion, but yeah, I love, the great thing about it is all you guys and the way you contribute and do all the planning. I mean, it's you guys, I've seemed to have attracted a lot of great planners into my podcast, but it's really amazing just how many people contribute. And I think we were talking about the planning. I mean, a lot of it was kind of done because we've done this 3 times.
Yeah. This has been a much more relaxed, plan.
Even for our Sam and Rebecca and the restaurant things, has it been more relaxed?
We've got it down to a science.
Yeah. That's probably the hardest part. I think we've all learned from feedback that the most important part is everyone getting together and having enough space to do what they want to do. But they do enjoy the events. I think Veronica,
we like to mix people up with the tables, like so you're not eating with the same person every meal, and that gets difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
Curt, didn't we have a banner that first year or the second year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That said Geek and Family Reunion. We did put Family Reunion on it.
I think you're right. Yeah. I got my way a little bit then.
The way to kind of sneak it into the park.
That's right. We had to sneak it in. Are these from the first?
There's a mixture in here. These are mostly from last year, but I have some in there from around. But this is actually the first G3 with 2019, obviously, but the first one since 2020 that no masks at all. Because last year, I was looking at pictures last year. We even had masks last year inside. So the pictures that were inside places, we had masks on. So the pictures will be a lot nicer this year. All right. So this is a layout of what the plans are, but we're going to go day by day. Thank you, John. John Self's wishing us all a great Geekin meetup. John is ironically going to be out of town that weekend, so we're going to miss seeing him, and I can get on the escalator without any fear of any strange men following me. So Samantha, did you want to speak to this, or do you want to go day by day with the infographics?
We should just go day by day. This is just
okay.
A snapshot.
This is the entire weekend laid out, and we are going to it's posted in both groups, or it's going to be posted.
The old version is posted. We'll post this one now.
Okay. We updated some of the times and plans. So Samantha, usually I make the infographics, but Samantha had these laid out already, so it worked out perfectly. So thank you, Sam. It's going to start Wednesday night. Curt, you want to talk?
Orange to blue.
What's that?
We just had to switch from orange to blue, and they're done.
Okay. Curt, you want to talk about your kickoff on Wednesday night and why you do it? And
yeah, so we've been having the Wednesday night Zoom calls for a couple of years. And so the Wednesday tradition, it's been really fun. It's not, I don't know, it's more, I want to call it organic again, because we stayed at the Pop. Quite a few people were staying at the Pop during the last G3s and just hanging out by the pool as people are kind of arriving, and inviting a lot of the people that have been part of the Zoom calls, especially to pop in for those. Those have been really fun. And again, just getting together. It kind of reminds me, everyone's probably heard my story, but I can remember doing the Lotus Sphere conference on the boardwalk, and a Saturday before the conference would kick off, people were still registering. You know how it can get really crazy with like 10,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
But the Big River Grill was a place where people would gather as they were coming in from all over around the world. And that's kind of what the Wednesday night meetup is To me, that's the sorority house.
I know, but we're gonna. I think there's gonna be like charcuterie and it's gonna be BYOB. So that's why I'm showing that picture, because that's kind of the atmosphere we're going for.
It's usually a casual meetup, but a lot of enthusiasm and excitement. And I think one of my goals is logistically, it can be tough getting the swag out to people. So what I want to do that day, hopefully Judy can get my glasses down there. And I'm not sure still how I'm going to get the glasses out to people, but some of the other things like the stickers, and I have stickers are on their way still. They should, I saw
They'll come today. They'll come. From sticker, but I got these coasters.
Those are in my car already.
No, they're not. The coasters?
Yep.
Well, that's funny because they're all right here. How could they be in your car and in my hand?
I have about 10 times that in my. Your wife gave them to me already.
Oh, okay.
I have the white cups too.
Yes, you do.
I'm losing control of the show. Judy's taking over.
She does have the white cups. But my idea is to hand out a bunch of those to a group of the leaders and kind of make it part of the bingo game also, so that when people walk up to you guys, and if you're a square in the bingo game, you can say, yes, that's me. And hey, by the way, I'm one of the people handing out swag. So you get a little piece of swag for it too.
That's a good idea.
So yeah, that way I can break those up. And that's a great picture.
That's Samantha. You love that picture, right?
I do love that picture because that's our first picture together.
Oh,
so sweet. It's terribly unflattering, but it's.
I have a more unflattering picture. I'll show that one later.
Of all the pictures of me.
Anyway, okay, so that's Wednesday at 8:00 is what we're planning, and it's very loose. A lot of these times are loose, but this is, get there when you get there, and no pressure. But that's the wrong slide. But there will not be anything really served. We might have some light snacks, but you're going to have to, if whatever you want to drink, you're going to have to bring. So plan accordingly. If some of you want to get together and make a grocery order or a booze order, that's on you. Curt is not responsible for any of that.
I'll probably be late to it. We're doing the Cirque du Soleil show. I think it's supposed to get out at 8:00. What time did you put on that slide? She
put 8. Yeah.
8. Okay. So however, I don't know. However long.
It's okay.
I won't be that late. I don't think.
No.
It's kind of fun. I know when we did that for TDC, I was really excited to see the tree houses. If people have never been there, it's a great opportunity to see them and check them out, because it was legendary to me. I remember taking the boat down from Port Orleans and Margita telling me about them, probably even before they were part of Saratoga DVC. But
right.
Really cool to check out and hang out with us casually. So, get to meet us if you haven't.
So one thing we do want to tell you about getting to and from the tree houses. You can Uber to and from the tree houses quite easily, but your Uber drivers might not know how to get in. When you come up to the tree houses, there's a gate. There's like an arm, one of those gate. There's a gate, and they just have to press a button. And then the guards lift the gate. So it's not a guarded gate, but I think they have a camera at the real gate and they'll just let you in.
Yeah. So. I think this is the first time, and I want to make sure I make a point of this, in that I've always said I'm an introvert. It was always awkward for me. Matter of fact, I missed a lot of opportunities to meet people at these conferences because I was intimidated by them. And I've said this to you guys. You guys all know this. But this could be the first opportunity that someone shows up that doesn't know any of us and is coming into a strange place. So I'm not the best at it, but everybody just look out for that person that doesn't. I remember Lauren Hawkins. I never thought she was going to be that person that felt awkward meeting everybody, because she came to the Wednesday meeting at the Pop Century that first time. And we were all like, hey, because we knew her from online quite well. She was one of the guys or gals. And so but I remember her relating that she felt awkward meeting everybody for about 5 minutes.
Right. And last year it was Jen Pulliam. Jen Pulliam didn't know any of us, and we really didn't know her.
I don't remember her first intro.
She didn't feel awkward.
She was excited. She was very nervous to meet me. I don't know. But we'd be remiss not to thank our friend Deirdre, because she actually generously donated the treehouse for the party. Yeah. She's not even sleeping there that night. So
yeah, another perfect example of all the little things that people contribute to make it what will be.
All right. So let's kick off the actual meat and potatoes of this whole thing. So Thursday, we're going to Animal Kingdom. Samantha, what are we doing?
Rope Drop Nomad Lounge, and they open 30 minutes early now, so we have to get up 30 minutes earlier.
Yeah, they open at 10:30 now. So that's always a fun time hanging out at Nomad. We kind of take over the place.
It might be easier because it's earlier. A lot of people maybe not getting there earlier. I think it was last time at TDC.
Break at 10:30 a.m.
There wasn't really anyone else besides us hanging out waiting in last time.
I think 30 minutes early is like the sweet spot to get there, to be the first one in line.
Yeah. So that's that, and that's really all we have planned. That most days we really only have one or two things planned, and then you can go and have fun and ride your rides and hang out with friends that you haven't seen in a long time or new friends that you're meeting for the first time. And then Judy, what are you doing that night?
We're going to my favorite. We're going to go to the Hoop-de-Doo, and we have 10 people. 10. We have 2 tables of 10 people going.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's going to be epic. And I know Scott and Karen are going. I hope that Scott can reprise his dance on stage.
That would be nice if he got picked
awesome.
to go up on stage. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of our favorites. So I'm actually kind of hunting down my Hoop-de-Doo shirt. I can't find it. So that's on my list for tomorrow.
That's going to be fun. And then Friday is another really not overly stacked day. Most of us are doing Magic Kingdom that day, but Samantha, we're going to Trader Sam's. People who have not been to Trader Sam's, we are going to try to get you into Trader Sam's. So tell us about that process, Rebecca. Maybe you can speak to it about how you have to line up and all that stuff. And
so Trader Sam's opens at 3, but you have to line up probably around 1 to get a really large group in.
Right.
I think we figured that it seats less than 50 people. So Sam put a post out today for everyone to say if they were interested in coming, not interested in coming. And we'll probably need a fairly large group of people to show up at 1:00 to sign us up to get in. Then you can always go upstairs to Tambu or somewhere else to get a drink in between and come back at 3:00.
Yeah, I think they text you, right, when your table's ready.
They text when your table's ready, but when you're in that first group in, they say to show up just a little before 3 because they want to kind of get you.
They want to get you all in. Okay.
So I would say don't stray too far.
Yeah, so the Tambu Lounge is open pretty much all day. So you can go up to Tambu Lounge and pregame. And then the Halloween party is that night. You can arrive, if you have an annual pass or a day ticket, you can go to Magic Kingdom anytime after 2 if you don't have a reservation. And but you can get in at 4 if all you have is a party ticket. We decided we're going to take a picture because remind me, we need to take a picture in Nomad Lounge too, because we didn't do one in April. We're going to take a picture, everybody who's at the party at 6:00 at the train station. Maybe get on the steps to get a good shot of everyone. And so that is currently the plan. We're at 6:00 at the train station so we can get a picture and then go have fun. Go enjoy the party. If you need more information about the party, there's schedules in the Grand Geekin Gathering 2023 planning group. If you reach out to me, I can get you in there, or we can share the information with you about the schedules. But the party starts technically at 7, but you can get in at 4, and the day guests have to leave at 6. So if you don't have a party ticket, you'll have to leave the park at 6. The party is sold out. If you do not have a ticket, the party is sold out. So. But keep your eyes on the group because I've had a couple people cancel already and we've been able to get the tickets to other people. So if you're holding out hope, let us know. Maybe we could kind of see if somebody else tells us they can't come, you'll be the first person we go to. All right.
If you're worried about time, just before you go on, a lot of us are wearing costumes to Trader Sam's, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, that was a question somebody had was, are you guys wearing costumes to Trader Sam's? And the answer is yes. They're wearing costumes.
I have a cute Trader Sam's outfit that I want to wear. But
okay.
Sam, I just want to let you know that if there's room for Dave and I at Trader Sam's, we'll go. But either way, I'll go and get a table and be a placeholder for other people that don't want to leave the parks at 1 and maybe wait until 3, just to have my name
Isn't
in there.
Veronica the best person ever?
Oh, just
Yep.
So Deirdre wants to know what time Kevin and Deborah are going to meet for their awkward sister wife photo. At last time Kevin, the last time Kevin was here, they went to take a picture at the Halloween party, and it was him and Deborah and Deirdre, and it was the first time. Oh no, it wasn't. It was the first time they were meeting, so it was 2019. It was 2019, and the PhotoPass photographer was like, "Get together, get really close," and they didn't know Deirdre, so she became his sister wife. Yes, Veronica is an angel. All right. So Saturday is the big day. Saturday is really the big G3 kick. It's the climax of the whole thing. It's the group photo in front of the World Showcase. So we're going to meet at 10, Sam?
Yeah, 10 o'clock. Because it takes us a long time, I feel like, to get a group picture. We want to be there.
Yeah.
Herding cats.
And we traditionally then head over right to the La Cantina to get frozen lime margaritas. So I'm assuming we're going to do that again. There's the picture from last year. Oh, and that's just the people who wore bathing suits.
When Curt makes his big speech, so you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, you don't want to miss Curt's big speech. And Kevin usually makes a speech too, whether anybody wants him to or not. But we do want him to. All right. And then a bunch of us are going to Beer Garden for lunch. It's a late lunch. What is it? 12:30 to 1:55 are our current reservations.
55, yeah. There's 68 of us at the moment.
68?
Across 9 reservations.
Wow.
That's a perfect place for it, though, with the long tables.
Mm-hmm. And the thing I said today, back to that we don't get good pictures all the time, is if we can get everybody in the place at the same time. I know that 12:30 ADR is kind of an outlier, but if we can get everybody in the restaurant at once, we maybe go down to the dance floor and have a picture taken of us from above, if somebody can do that for us. So yes, Laura isn't arriving. Her plane's not landing till 9, so she doubts she'll make the group photo, and she wants us to delay. I don't think we can delay, but if you're coming to Beer Garden, we're going to try to take a group picture there too. All right. So
on the floor there, we can get a good picture.
Some of us are doing the concert package. And if you want to come to Beer Garden and you're not already reserved, I think there are just a few spots left. Is that true, Rebecca?
There are definitely spots for no concert, and we have a few spots if you want a concert.
Okay. Some of us got the concert package to go see Boys to Men at 5:30. And even with those packages, it's recommended to arrive about 45 minutes early. So we recommend lining up at 4:45. And then we're going to, after Boys to Men, we're going to run over to Jelly Rolls, which a lot of us have never done before. I know Carlin and Nick did it. I saw Carlin's message that she's excited to go to Jelly Rolls with us. And Wendy has gone. There is a $20 cover charge. So if you're coming to Jelly Rolls, keep that in mind. There's a $20 cover charge. And it's a dueling piano bar, if you don't know. Wendy also did warn us that the drinks are not so great and they're expensive. So keep that in mind. She said she sipped on ginger ale all night. Dave, what would your plan be in that case?
Beer.
Wrong answer, Curt.
Dave's not talking.
Beer.
Water. You bring your own water.
He's muted. You're muted, Dave. You got the mute on. He's muting himself on purpose. It said, oh, there.
Yeah, I'm on a water diet right now. So
You're just strictly drinking bottled water that night.
Strictly drinking bottled water at this point.
Mm-hmm.
What can I say?
That's a good plan, Dave. Very healthy.
Good plan.
Go
So
ahead.
there's a cover charge, but there's no drink minimum. I mean,
I don't think there's a drink minimum.
you have to buy 2 ginger ales.
Carlin says drink White Claws. Okay.
Not bad idea.
Carlin, is there a 2-drink minimum or anything? I don't think there is.
Maybe not because of the $20 cover, but otherwise people would go in and
They're drinking their drinks out of a can. Right. Bottled water, Nick. That's exactly what we do. I do want to let people know, if you are staying at a deluxe resort, that Hollywood Studios has the deluxe extra hours that night. So if you're not interested in jelly rolls and you're staying at a deluxe resort, you may want to do that. You may want to keep that in mind, that the Hollywood has deluxe hours that night. So deluxe extra hours.
I guess Carlin's saying there's
No drinking.
Oh, good. All right. Thanks, Carlin. All right. And then the last day is Sunday. And for the first time in forever, we are going to do the Quest for Geekin Glory inside a park. The Quest for Geekin Glory. Veronica is here as a representative. Wendy and Veronica went to Hollywood to scope out the land a few weeks ago, and Selena also is a very big part of this, of the organizing this game. She has been since the beginning. This is Veronica's first year helping out with the Quest for Geekin Glory. Can you tell us a little bit about it, Veronica?
I can tell you a very little bit about it. Yes. Okay. Well,
I'm just putting up pictures. I'm putting up pictures.
That pretty much explains it right there.
I know.
I'm putting up pictures of previous quests.
Yeah, that's it.
I know. Well, I'll tell you first of all that I have never done it.
Right.
So this is new for me too, and this year I can't do it again. So maybe next year I'll do it and not volunteer. But right now, well, what I know from the last couple of years is that it is growing. A lot of people that participate this year. Some things have changed. This year, the groups are going to be 4 or less. So no more than 4 people on a team. And we are going to come up with group names or team names. And there'll be a contest for the best name. So those are some things you could start doing now. Come up with your teams, come up with maybe some names, things like that.
I think Wendy wants team names because she wants the at-home people to vote on the best team name. So
I don't know if that's been decided yet. Who's going to be voting.
So think about team names because we're not sure.
There's definitely going to be a contest for team names.
And think about recruiting team members. Now, I want to play, but Michael's going to be with me that day. So I need a team to understand that Michael's with me. So it's got to be 4 or less. So I need 2 people to be friends with me and Michael. So Rebecca
so that's really good.
and Samantha are the reigning champions. 2 years?
I don't know.
Samantha's been 2 years in a row. She's been on the winning team.
Quest for Geekin Glory that has happened.
Out of 2. 2 out of 2.
Oh my gosh.
We give a lot of love to the second place team during that little
Well, I don't have pictures of you guys. You guys don't snap pictures because you're too busy getting down to business.
We
have like 100 pictures.
20 pictures of Rebecca sitting on the ground with her hands over her head and strangers making.
Well, apparently they didn't make it to. There's another Quest team. They didn't make it to my G3 reflective video because these pictures all came out of my retrospective videos, and you guys apparently weren't in it.
Hey, Veronica, do you know approximately how long it's going to be and when the awards might be? Missy, Heidi wants to know.
I do. Well, it's going to start at 11 o'clock. It's going to be 2.5 hours. So right now the kickoff is at Launch Bay in Hollywood Studios.
That's the plan, is to meet by the Launch Bay because it's pretty empty area.
By 11 o'clock, we're going to be a little bit before 11 because the plan is to start 11 o'clock sharp.
And the game runs for 2.5 hours. So
2.5 hours. And for people who don't know, some of the points, you acquire points. The most points, the team with the most points is the winner. So there'll be first, second, third. Some of the points you can earn by going to some lounges, but you don't have to. What?
That wasn't towards you, Veronica. That was towards a certain comment.
No, that wasn't towards you. That was towards the comment at the bottom.
I'm like, wait, you go to lounges? I don't know what's bad about that. But I do want to let everyone know that maybe he doesn't drink or doesn't want to, spend the money on that expensive drink, that getting a soda or just going and getting water, whatever. But going to the lounge itself will earn some points.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't have to drink or anything like that. And I guess, there's no Google. There'll be no cheating. No Google.
What?
I know. But we do want everyone to talk to the cast members because they were really helpful in coming up with the questions and they really have the information. So for the trivia, yeah.
The judges, I guess, are Veronica, Wendy, and Selena. Yes. Am I right? Yeah.
Yep. We'll just
be tallying. An important factor, though, because last year we thought a certain team thought Selena was the judge, or Wendy was the reverse. Wendy was the judge, and they had all these cast members film complimentary videos about Wendy, and then Selena was in charge of the scorecard.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And that night we're gonna see Fantasmic together. And Dave, I really hope you come to Fantasmic because you're supposed to videotape my face through the whole thing. I don't know if you remember, we made this deal when I saved your life at Hollywood Studios that night.
I don't remember that.
I can videotape.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where are we going to meet after to determine winners and give out prizes and that kind of stuff?
We're thinking back at Launch Bay, but we might come up with a better location. So we'll let you know that day.
So right there, we could all go into the Disney Junior Dance Party and take it over.
Yes.
That sounds like a plan.
Oh, Judy wants to talk. Wait, let me just talk about Fantasmic. We're going to meet at 8:30 at the Sunshine Day Bar, which is across from kind of those shops there on Sunset Boulevard. And we'll meet there, and then we'll walk over together so we could get a seating area together, hopefully. When they say how many, we'll say 50. And, and they'll say, no problem, come sit here. Curt, you had some hopes and dreams for Fantasmic as far as us having fun?
No, I think we missed it for TDC, which was disappointing.
It was yeah.
I think it had just come back. So that was one of the things I was really excited to do. And the fact that we didn't get to do it, I think it's a great group activity. Mm-hmm. We could do the wave and
that'll be fun.
I don't remember approving the drinking bar meetup though, Samantha. Is that something you made up?
That's a good meeting location, and we can get a drink. Will we get Judy on Tower of Terror this year? Is this the year?
No.
That's not the picture.
No, that's not the picture. That's a picture from that's when I realized, oh my gosh, we were still in masks last year. Because we were. But there's a lot of geeks in that picture.
Yes, there are. Oh, that's me. That's Travis.
Travis, right.
That's
and Glenn.
Travis and Glenn and me.
And Glenn.
And Craig.
And
oh, wait, no, Chad. Sorry. And Bubba. All right. Oh, Curt, I had this for you just to show you. Because you were talking about that last night.
Well, I don't know if I want to do this on or off camera, but I was thinking if you wanted someone to watch Michael while you're doing the Geekin Glory, I'd gladly do it.
To watch him.
Yeah, I'll just hang out with him. You can go do what you want.
I can do the quest.
I don't need to play.
We'll see what happens.
Not the best teammate for the quest for Geekin.
We don't want Curt on. We don't want.
Nobody wants me on their team anyway.
Watching my kid if you got lost.
He was on our team the first time, and then he disappeared. So yeah.
I'll be like texting him, Curt, where are you with my child? And
we'll stay in touch.
I'll tell you, Wendy did mention to me, since I've never done it before, she said, more teams start than finish. One says distractions and,
Very, very, very good to know. Oh my goodness, Judy, that's like an action shot of Judy.
Oh, I know.
Hair blowing back.
Hair blowing in the wind.
Going about 90.
Yeah. In full action.
I was probably running to meet somebody ahead of you, Curt.
So Judy, that brings us to you because we're going to have some games. Yeah. Oh, first one is that Samantha. We're going to play. We're going to play bingo, right?
We're going to play bingo. It's a little bit different than last year, where all the facts were kind of just generic. Find someone who does this.
Someone left-handed or things like that. Yeah.
This year, so we all know that. Specific to a certain geek, and the cards will not be the same. So there will be a multiple bingo cards. So.
Oh.
Very exciting. So so if
it might actually be like a little bit more competitive.
A few weeks ago, Samantha asked us all to send in Disney facts about ourselves. She got some non-Disney facts, we'll be honest, but
at least most of them I was either close enough with that I could just come up with a Disney fact about them, so it didn't really matter.
And you'll have to find that person, and they'll just initial the box, or
yeah.
Okay, good.
Initial the box, and then I guess We have to
That's
decide
gonna be
when we want
hard.
to cut
Wow,
the
that-
game. And it will start, well, I get in on Tuesday night. So I will have the cards, and it will start the second I land at the airport.
Oh, that's not
Whoa.
fair.
You're there early, and there was a little bit of a battle last year about the beginning of the bingo card.
Yeah, when did it begin? Right. It began when Travis landed and signed all those.
On Tuesday night, 10:30.
Yeah.
I think it'll be harder this time because
It'll be
last
harder.
time we just had to find generic
One
things,
person.
and now you need to find a specific person. So even
And
if you're
all the
there
cards-
early,
Were the same last year, and this year they will not be the same.
Right. And that specific person might not be arriving until Saturday.
who
So,
knows?
right. Very interesting. And we are-
a Walt Disney World fact about yourself. I said 3 in fear that I would get very generic things, but actually people are pretty creative. So I really only need 1, as long as it's not like my favorite ride.
Are you still accepting facts or you're all done?
Maybe we'll say tomorrow.
Okay. So tomorrow by 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
By end of day tomorrow, Samantha's day doesn't end until midnight, but by end of day tomorrow, if you want to be on a bingo card, you have to get a Disney fact to Samantha about yourself. So
a Disney fact.
And that serves as our icebreaker too. That gets
Yes.
some conversations going on.
that'll be fun to play at the treehouse too. And
Yeah.
so she'll bring some cards to the treehouse for sure.
And ask people if you've got something, you can ask someone who is that person if they know, that kind of thing.
Who that might be, right?
Remember to tell the people who I made up their facts about them.
What their fact is. You should probably let them know. Yeah. And we're also going to do an at-home game. I forgot my little infographic. Where in
games?
Yeah, we do.
Bingo.
Samantha has a bingo card, and we also have where in the world, and our geeks at the parks are going to take pictures around the parks, at the restaurants, and our at-home players are going to have to guess where they are. And I was thinking it doesn't just have to be like a lamppost or the carpet. It could also be a drink or an appetizer, but it shouldn't be just like a beer. It should be something that restaurant is known for. So, if you're going to get cachapas and you take a picture, then people will know you're at Skipper Canteen. But if you're eating a hamburger, that's a little out there. So that brings us to Judy, who made some prizes.
We have some prizes? Yeah, we do.
What have you got, Judy?
I've got these really cool Geekin zippy bags.
Nice.
Wow.
And wait a minute, perfect for pins. And then we have
Or MP3 recorders.
Or MP3. And we have Mickey ones, and we have
I don't know my name on it.
a little Muppet one. And then I got one that's a little different, but I got a bunch of these.
Nice.
I got like 10 of these.
Nice.
And then there's one nice big one. This is a Minnie Mouse one.
Ooh.
You could put your makeup in here, Curt.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
See? It's got Minnie Mouse on the inside.
I could be a vlogger then.
You could be a vlogger. Yes. So
I got my hair done.
and I can make some of these for the people that are at home.
Nice.
When we find
Thank
out
you,
who
Judy.
wins, I'll make some more, and then I'll just mail them out.
Wonderful. Thank you so
So-
much.
So,
Curt,
yeah, it was
do we have
fun.
other prizes? I know that there are prizes for the quest for Geek and Glory that Wendy and Selena are taking care of that.
Yeah, I think even tomorrow night on our Wednesday call, we'll figure out some stuff. But like I
Okay.
said, I'll hand out, I've got like 80 of these, I think,
Okay.
left. I handed out some at the Albany meetup. So these are the little 16-ounce cups. So again, if you're playing the bingo game, you walk up to somebody may have one of those, or they might have the coaster,
Mm-hmm.
the beer coaster. I'm not even sure how we're going to do the glasses. Maybe the same way. I do want to try to distribute a bunch of these because these are really the tough part to get into the
Yeah.
park.
You might want to do those at the treehouse.
I'll definitely hand them out to people that come to the treehouse. You will get one of these.
How are we going to get them to the treehouse?
Judy's bringing them.
But Judy's coming from Epcot.
Maybe.
They're in your car, so you figure it out. Well, you're gonna be at Bay Lake Tower.
Right, but I'm going to get to the treehouse from
So any of us can
Epcot.
Uber them over. Anyone can. Uber 'em
Okay.
over.
We'll get them there. We'll get it. We'll figure it out.
So you just get him down
Ken
to
will put him
Disney
on
World.
his
This is
back.
a riveting live stream. Everybody's watching Judy and Curt fight. Dave, have we made it to the big time? Is this how you wanted to spend your birthday?
Yes.
This is perfect.
And go ahead. What were you going to say, Ron?
We're bringing down the ears that were donated.
Oh,
we have ears that were donated too.
Oh, wait, here, I'll show you a pair. Wait a minute.
Yes, Holly Dufresne is.
Holly Dufresne from Canada. Those are beautiful.
They're gorgeous. Wow.
How many pairs did she send you, Judy?
I think there's like
why are we watching the Dave show starring Dave?
It's his birthday.
Did you do that on purpose, Dave? I turned it off.
They're all. She's got them all wrapped up really nice. So yes, the ears are also coming down.
Beautiful. That's exciting. And those are nice.
I don't know where I'm going to put my suitcases when I get done with all the prizes and cups and mugs and glasses.
So,
but yeah,
that's wonderful.
These I got these pins. These acrylic. Mm-hmm. So I know Judy likes these.
Those are really cool.
A lot of the leaders a lot of people who volunteered. I'm going to get those. Probably my Patreon people, but there'll be a few left over for prizes.
Were those fun to put together? Because Dave and I had those last year, and they were a pain to put together.
No, I didn't have to do anything.
Oh, we had to put the backs on them.
No, they're all
okay. Didn't we have to put the backs on them, Dave?
I thought these were new.
No, we got them. We got them last year.
But I do have stickers coming. Those from Sticker Mule. Those are the what are they? Ticker tape? What are they called?
They're like holographic.
Were they holographic
Not
or glitter? I
holographic.
thought they were
like
glitter. They were glitter.
Yeah. So they should be here in a couple days.
Those look nice. The mock-up you sent me.
Yeah, those will. I got 100 of those, so everyone should be able to get one of those. Then the other couple of things I want to do. There's a couple of pictures I want to recreate. I posted. One of them is going to be. I bought 12 of these, so I need 12 volunteers to help me.
We have a separate chat, Curt, where we are figuring out who's going to wear those hats. So Jeff Apolka said he'd wear one. Scott said he'd wear one.
Yeah.
We know Glenn's going to wear one.
Need some girls.
Yeah. Oh, Norma might wear one. Daniel wants to know if Norma will wear one. So
he's going to feed me alcohol until I agree to wear one.
Andy says he's not going to wear one, but I think he'll wear one. I think so.
Margita refuses to wear one also.
Yeah. That's true.
Margita will not wear one either.
But that's from, I was saying, and I was in Epcot one time and I was at the concert. I saw a bunch of fun people wearing those. And I didn't have any friends back then. I had no social life or friends.
Oh.
So I had to crash their picture. So I want to make my own this time.
Well, I could guarantee Dave won't wear one because I had a custom Hey hat made for Dave. It cost me in supplies more than I want to admit out loud, and I haven't seen that hat. I think that hat he wore it twice, and it's long gone.
Well, if we have a lot of people, we can share these too. We can do multiple pictures and share them.
No, it is actually on display on a dresser.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I have one other prize.
It will never be on his head again, though.
Maybe it'll make an appearance. I don't
know. And then Monday, we're having breakfast at Boma. Currently, the reservations are between 9:20 and 10:05 for a breakfast buffet at Boma. Try the mustard sauce and the roasted tomatoes and the striped and spiked cold brew. Those are the recommendations. Oh, Curt, so you made that rack, that flight rack.
A beer flight.
And is that a special prize for something, or is it you're just gonna?
It definitely will. We could use. I've got 2 of these.
Nice. You made that yourself, right?
I did.
Hey, Curt, how's that going to get to Florida?
In Judy's car.
In Judy's car. She's such a pain. Yes.
Judy,
just do it.
Bring it.
I love you.
You think you're bringing luggage? You can only bring one luggage in your car.
So that's all he allows me, anyways.
I'm just going to run through some of the pictures that I didn't share of last year's G3. Some great memories we had. That's a famous one. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's a good memory.
Well, for some of you. Andy looks a little uncomfortable. This moment on the Liberty Bell was beautiful, except for Jen Wynn, whose head is behind that white pole.
I think Norma and Lauren Hawkins were on the
dock. Right, they were on the dock waiting. Right, they missed the boat. as we said, that was Curt's favorite moment of all time. What Curt didn't know in that picture was that underneath those pants, Glenn had a little surprise for him, and that came out totally wrong.
Come again? He could have shared it with me in the back of the room, couldn't he?
I didn't mean that.
I didn't actually think anything of it. Anything you said that came out a little bit wrong. So I think you just like.
Why do you have to wait until the parks?
We had played a little prank on Curt last year, and a bunch of us had bathing suits, American flag bathing suits to
that really was one of my that probably is I say that's my favorite moment of the entire podcast, because I was laughing, I was punked, I was laughing and crying at the same time. That was pretty wild.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have more fun in the next week, and I can't wait to see everybody. Curt, thank you so much for building. That's a really unflattering picture, Rebecca. I'm not going to put that on the screen.
I'm flattering pictures of me all the time.
I don't know what you're talking about, Samantha.
It's someone else's turn.
Okay. I will let you take the most unflattering picture of me, and I will let you post it. That's a beautiful picture.
We'll take better pictures this time.
We need to ride rides together. That's one of the things we need to do. We have memories that will last a lifetime. So if you come, there's Wendy on the sinking seat at Trader Sam. Oh, I shouldn't have told people because there's new people coming. This picture in particular, I think it was making Ken nervous because we were blocking a fire exit. And I think Ken's eye was twitching while we were doing that picture.
I yelled out. We almost got
cast members came out from that door in the back there and yelled at me.
Yeah. Well, you looked like you were the leader.
Well,
what did I crop on the Liberty Bell? I didn't crop that picture. That's the picture I had. What's he talking about? That I cropped something?
Here's the plan.
To get up.
If any cast member gives you a hard time, just keep pointing to different people as the leader.
So I actually had pictures of the Halloween party. I did have pictures. So Margita said she wants to see the Cadaver Dance. Yep. That's one of her goals. And the Hocus Pocus show. And there will be lots of character meet and greets. So I was talking to Amanda Bond, and she told me that the wait for Minnie and Daisy was 2.5 hours last week. But the wait for the Seven Dwarves was 45 minutes. So I don't know what that's about. Daisy and...
I've always heard you got to pick something. If you want to do certain things at the Halloween party, you got to pick one thing.
Yeah, you have to pick and choose. You can't do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to get candy.
The lines for the specialty treats can be long too. And I know we talked about that last night, like the special candy, corn milkshake and those things. Those lines can get long. But some of them do have mobile ordering, like Pecos Bill. So you should be able to. That's wonderful. Susan's coming to the party after all. That's great. So thank you guys. I think that's all we had to talk about. Does anybody have Dave? Happy birthday. Judy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, guys.
Thank you.
It's Minnie and Daisy and Clarabelle as the Sanderson sisters.
I thought they were only on the float dressed as the Sanderson sisters.
It's not a candy corn.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Disneyland. Weren't they there last year at Disneyland?
I know they're on the parade float as the Sanderson sisters, but I wasn't sure if they were meeting as the Sanderson sisters. Now I need to go on my group, my Halloween party group, and find out. Everybody, you still have time to wish Dave a happy birthday. If you haven't, I wrote a very heartfelt post in the middle of the night last night and scheduled it to be posted this morning, but I didn't hear from him all day, so it didn't get to his heart. Apparently, he's ice cold. David, does the podcast come out tomorrow?
It does. I hope it does. I published it.
Which one are we doing tomorrow? We've recorded so many lately.
Geez. Oh, hang on a second.
I don't want to put you on a spot.
No, I mean, I did like 3 today. Tomorrow is, how many steps do you take in Disney?
Oh, is it fitness?
Fitness.
Fitness at Disney. Okay.
Well, it all started with, we started talking about how much we actually walk, and we realized, you're walking 5 to 8 miles a day in Disney, and people don't realize it. So we kind of talk a little bit about that.
Okay. And that'll be out early tomorrow morning. If you watched tonight, you probably don't have to listen to the podcast next Wednesday, the 27th, because we're going to play this as the podcast so that people can get ramped up while they travel to Orlando, while they're in the airport, so they can hear all the things that we're going to be doing over the coming days. So that Dave was brilliant to say, let's do that. Let's have so that people have it in their ears and they can be reminded of what we're going to do. So if you watch tonight, you can or you can't. It's up to you if you want to listen again. But I don't know, John, if mobile order works during the party. So
I don't think so.
So
thank you, Colin.
If the lines are that long, why don't they just do like Anna and Elsa at Epcot and have like 3 magic doors?
Yeah, well, shh. What are you talking about? There's only one Anna and Elsa.
Okay, but they have 3 magic doors.
Oh, okay. They have 3 magic doors.
Does that help?
Yeah, it would help. It would help.
Facebook user.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much to Judy and Veronica and Rebecca and Samantha, and of course to Curt Stone, because without Curt Stone, none of us would be here tonight. So thank you, Curt, again. And thank you to Dave's parents for whatever they had to do to bring him to this world.
Thank you. I'm sure they were having fun at the time.
I'm not going to go there.
You did.
This is a family show, and I love you all. I can't wait to see you guys next week.
I say thank you to everybody
Hi,
too.
everybody.
Yes,
thanks for having us. But
Curt,
thanks for all you guys that put in all the work. I don't know if it's work. You guys seem to enjoy it, but I do appreciate you guys so much. It's what makes it what it's going to be, and I just hope everyone has a great time. Pray for health and safe travels, everybody.
Yes. Can't wait to see you guys all next week. Thank you Thank you for watching tonight and supporting the show, and thank you for coming to G3 next week. And if you can't come, we'll miss you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys.